is to make sure that everybody's updating what you're supposed to update.
Thank you, sir.
And they're not mucking around on extra devices.
That's Tom. That's Joseph. I'm timekeeper. I have to get my computer.
Well, then I was going to definitely be the quality control officer on this one.
You just heard Mr.
So, quality control officer's job is to remind Emil, for example, Emil, your line is almost empty, it should not be. You have that authority, and if you are your own quality control officer, that was a quick switch to it, that was good. Now we just do it. If you're your own quality control officer and your work is not done, you have to tell yourself, self, I am behind in this, and I've got to get it done. Sound good?
Thank you.
All right, let's say who's your quality control officer. All right, so really with an iron fist on this one. You have full authority. Mr. JC, who's your quality control officer?
Dakota.
Dakota?
Yep.
With an iron fist.
Understood.
Ms. Chief, who's your quality control officer? Tommy? With an iron fist.
Pablo.
You have all the authority in the world. Tommy, you're a legitimate
Why should I find out this with their names again?
Yes, always update Blockface. Yes, always update Blockface.
I give up.
Always
It's
update
fine.
Blockface, yes.
Ow, did you
Sorry, can I get the email?
Tough enough, Mr. Jason.
All right. Good. All right, timekeepers, let's do 20 minutes. Let's see where we get.
So,
Record this conversation. Hold on,
looks
hold on,
like
hold on, hold on.
we need to record the competition first and
Can we have that?
All right, I just want to check, timekeepers, are we ready?
Yes.
Yes, good. Facilitators, are we ready?
yep.
All right, that is good. And please, quality control officers with an iron fist, please, and help your colleagues.
You'll record?
Yes, please, you gotta record up. Make sure, quality control officer, that recordings are being made, and please begin.
And Mr.
We'll have to make sure.
Today is
Oh, boy.
the 3rd of December.
When you get a chance, can I place some images in the
I'm
data
David.
stacker printing? When you get a chance.
Great.
Thank you.
Greetings.
Alright, so the question is here. What are we gonna do?
We'll be
The
discussing.
question, we can skip number 2, so according to the
I will
skip
be
number 2.
facilitating this conversation. All right.
So the third one,
We
we'll
start this
start
off.
with number 3. Identify, describe, and discuss
All right, so.
iterations and understanding of your primary global political change category, or GPCC. What thinkers are associated with these iterations? So,
Yeah, start us off the mail.
you know, you want to start off? Or, you know what about the chorus? No good.
Just opening up to the page.
I can start.
Go ahead.
So, firstly, like the baseline definition that the textbook gives us is that borders are natural or human. So my primary is borders. And so the textbook says that borders are natural or human-made territorial divisions central to a state's sovereignty. They are often the result of diplomacy, conflict, or decolonization. They are essential in the process of the protection of national interests. Yet they can be used to control presence. And so from this, there's like many understandings. There's like a traditionalist realist view, which also sees borders as like really crucial to state sovereignty. And there's other views within that which see like natural features like rivers, mountains, or deserts as the most logical and effective boundaries of states. So they argue that they should focus on defining territories by landmarks, which separate areas. More than that, however, there's also the territorial peace theory, which focuses on how borders and territorial control relate to conflict and peace. And so, with borders, many argue that specifically from countries would be less likely to go to war with each other if they had a shared border.
So you have a
Shared border, can you explain a little bit what you mean by the shared border?
understanding of borders
And bordering another country,
maintain their external borders. How that has been affected by national and global
Alright,
pledges.
that's a little bit before.
And therefore, that's the second.
Number 4.
And so that
Identify.
around the table.
You want
Quality control, quality control.
What do you think? Anybody should have a say in one
Four main concepts.
or
I mean, we might not have to go as in depth as Emil did, but we should all probably.
Okay. That sounds great. Okay, the whole of
So my primary GPCC is security, right? So security is at the core of human life. According to Mr. A's book, it's whether as individuals, families, communities, or societies, we need and wish to live in the absence of danger or fear. So it's often associated with peace and stability. And in terms of approaches to security, right now, we're focusing on there's a normative approach to security and an instrumental approach. And so the normative approach is that security is a frequent struggle of competing values between the needs to pursue it. And then in the instrumental approach is that security is judged only by its results, moral implications, or non-applicable to security policies and measures, right? And so then going more in depth, there's ideas of national security, global security, and human security. And there's an example that stood out to me, specifically looking at security for individuals now. Mr. A includes in his book the example of the differences in security an individual might face in, for example, different countries or different areas. So, for example, a woman in downtown California might feel unsafe to walk the street at night, but a woman in Japan might feel safe to walk the street at night. But conversely, a woman in the metro in Japan might feel unsafe because of she may be groped. And so these are also ideas and forms of security at an individual basis, and you can sort of connect it with, you know, the breaches of security for marginalized people. So in this case would be women. So
So my primary GPCC is equality, and according to Mr. A's book, on page 299, equality means no discrimination of any kind in access to opportunities and tools necessary to achieve the same outcome. So it basically argues that inequality is a world issue that worsens societal issues like poverty and discrimination persists in the access to opportunities and necessary tools to thrive. It also argues that inequality is not merely a monetary issue, but is also seen in inequality of rights, unequal political power, inequality before the law, social inequality, gender inequality, racial inequality, and law.
So my primary GPCC is security, and Mr. A's book is defined as state of absence against state of absence of threats and harm against physical integrity,
So we go next. The next one is identify, describe, and discuss the iteration and understanding of your second direction. What thinkers are associated with this iteration?
Which is
You want to start off or?
Start us off, yes.
Start us off.
So, yes, let me start us off. So, my secondary one was equality, which can be found on page 299 of Mr. A's book, and it essentially says that equality means no discrimination that you have in access to the opportunities and the tools necessary to achieve the same outcome. And I also looked at it from the standpoint of global inequality, because oftentimes I feel that borders perpetuate global inequalities by forcing them by creating like a physical and also political divide between where resources are most concentrated. And so oftentimes we see migration for economic resources becomes challenging because of these resources. So I sort of think I'm looking at it like global inequality, which is sort of seen as the unequal division of resources among countries. So yeah.
My secondary GPCC is health, and according to this book, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or injury. And It also states that health is a fundamental part of our human rights, and physical and mental